All right, Coach, go ahead and just say your name into the mic for us real quick.
Preston McDonald.
And then just an opening statement about the game today.
Man, a lot of credit to Blinn. Those guys came out with their hair on fire, and 6-0 before you could blink. And that was tough. I was really proud of our guys for battling back, though. I think we made an 8-7 game at one point. We just couldn't put up a 0. Those guys can really hit, and we knew they were going to come in with some good approaches, and knew they were a good offensive club, and we had our hands full on the mound. But we made some miscues defensively that helped things, and we just couldn't get somebody out there to in their rallies. But got to tip your hats to them. I think they played a great game, and obviously not feeling as great as it was the last couple of games, but hopefully we got a resilient group. Hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow.
Questions?
Yeah, I mean, you guys were down 8. I mean, you have 5 runs in the third inning. You were able to cut back to 8-7. Is that a positive coming out of this game, that that even down 8 runs, you guys can come back?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we were going to score runs. We just, we couldn't get a 0 on the board, and that's something that, when we were down yesterday, we were able to get a few 0s on the board to be able to make that comeback. And once we made it 8-7, you're like, man, okay, we're right back in this thing. And then they respond. And that's what good teams do, So, they did a great job of responding after we scored. We didn't put up a single 0 in the 5 innings. So it's tough to win that way for sure.
Anything to fix for your next matchup?
Well, hopefully we miss some barrels tomorrow. We got Southern Nevada. We're familiar with them. We played them yesterday, and we know they're a very talented club and well-coached club, and hopefully our guys can put this one behind us, and not let this affect us going into tomorrow. I think we're tough enough to be able to do that. But we'll see what if the sun still comes up in the morning when we wake up. I think it will. So hopefully we'll play a little bit better tomorrow.
Coach, talk about that familiarity with playing Southern Nevada. What's one of the biggest things that you can take away from knowing that you've played them already in this tournament?
Well, it's kind of unfortunate is you have to play somebody you've already played, but that's the way tournament baseball works. Sometimes that just happens, and they're a very well coached team. They throw a lot of strikes. They don't make mistakes. They play great defense. They use the bunting game. So they're just a solid club. So we're gonna have to come out tomorrow. We're gonna have to get a good start from whoever we put on the mound. We're gonna have to play some defense behind them, and hopefully our offense can go out there and continue to swing the bats well. I thought we swung the bats well today. We just couldn't keep up. Couldn't keep up with them.
Anything else, Coach? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll just take one. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Yes, I wish it was nice. We got our brains beat in. So.
Go ahead and take some, guys.
Does he get the middle one? Does it matter?
Hell yeah. The middle one. All right, guys. First thing first, please state your name into the mics for everybody.
Go ahead.
Caden Ferraro.
Dusty Hart.
Ethan Gonzalez.
Coach, just an opening statement about tonight's game.
I mean, just an old-fashioned dogfight, really. Both teams, nobody wanted to lose. Everybody getting in there and getting dirty. Can't say enough about Florence-Darlington. I mean, what an effort to be down 6-0 in the first and come back. I mean, that's a really good baseball team, and we just kept fighting. That's the main thing, and that's what we've talked about all year. Is no matter what the situation is, just put your head down and stay in the fight.
Questions?
Coach, you've talked about this team's ability to just break things open. You guys scored in every inning. They didn't get comfortable with the 6-run lead. They just kept tacking on, especially when Florida kept coming back. So just thoughts on what they were able to do, stringing runs together.
Well, I think it was pretty clear, pretty quick that they weren't going anywhere, you know, and that we were gonna have it was gonna be a fight, like I said, on our hands. So, you know, when we're not scared to get in there and scrap it up with anybody, we know what we're capable of doing when we keep the at bats rolling like that. And Sweeney made a heck of adjustment there in the middle innings. We really changed up what we were doing. They hurt us, got us on some pitches, and he did a hell of a job. Brennan Sweeney was able to, you know, he could have given in a little bit there when we didn't make some plays behind him, you know, and felt sorry for himself or whatever, and he didn't. He just kept making pitches, and he's kind of the unsung hero in a way, because that was what allowed us to score all those runs.
You guys have used 3 pitchers in 2 games. Just talk about the position that your pitching staff is in. You guys feel pretty good about that.
Well, we felt pretty good about it coming in. You know, Davenport and Sweeney at the top there, they're going to be tough to beat for anybody. They're going to give you a chance to win most games. I mean, they throw strikes and they don't get rattled. And you got Connell and Markham, who might have better stuff than Davenport and Sweeney left. You know, so just up and down the pitching staff can't be in any better shape, and hopefully they're able to go out and do what Davenport and Sweeney did.
Caden, 2 home runs on the night. What was going right for you at the plate?
I mean, everything really. Great. You know, the first game going 0 for 3. Watching everyone get their hits in, you know, you kind of have to keep the same approach that you did that first game, and realize that I've been doing it all season, and you know, you got to come in there with a clear mind. And after that first hit, you know, everything's feeling good, your confidence is up, and then it just keeps rolling from there. And once you get hot, it's easier to stay hot, and especially when your team's hitting for you and you're coming up almost every inning, and every single inning you feel like you got that chance to score some runs, and it always feels good when you put a good game up.
Talk about that last inning, and anybody can kind of speak to this one, but you kind of got things going there with the early hits, had the 2 outs kind of come, and then the 2-out rally. How big was that home run to kind of shorten this game? First of all, not let Florence-Darlington have another chance to hit, but also what did you expect from Gonzalez?
Well, we know Ethan's got some power. He's probably the youngest guy on our team. Actually, today's his birthday, so it's only fitting that he'll never forget this birthday. I can promise you that. Pretty neat stuff. I mean, who says baseball's not romantic, right? Hit a walk-off home run on your birthday, but the whole lineup can be dangerous. There's nobody in the lineup that isn't capable of leaving the yard, and it's pretty well balanced. As you guys probably saw, we can bunt, we can do some things in there, and the run rule is huge because they weren't going anywhere. I have no doubt that in another inning or 2, they would have scored 4 or 5 runs and put the pressure back on us. So once again, back to Sweeney, those 2 zeros he put up the last 2 innings, really unsung hero.
Just one more for you, and then the batting average for you guys. It wasn't necessarily your batting averages weren't flashy coming in here this year. You guys have 32 hits already in this series. Is that just the talent you guys played against all season long that prepped you guys? Without
question. We knew coming in here that we have not played anybody that isn't here, so to speak. You know, our conference in the state of Texas, you know, the 92, 94, pretty much every time, especially our non-conference schedule, we challenge these guys. I challenge them because that's what we want. We want to play those guys. We want to play the good teams. It's fun to play at night under the lights, and you got to beat McLennan when a guy's out there throwing 95. You know, it's fun to run rule guys and do all that stuff, but we don't chase wins. We chase good baseball, and you know that's the whole goal, is for it to pay off this time of the year.
Ethan, obviously, the elephant in the room is your 19th birthday. First home run of the season, comes at the biggest stage.
Is that your first home run?
Yeah.
Your parents were in the stands. Just wanted to
Good
ask
aim.
you, is it validating to get a home run at this stage? You know, hitting against the talent that you're facing on the mound. Just talk us through the entire moment.
And that entire moment is definitely the best feeling I've ever had. Entire world, you know. I mean, whenever I hit that ball, there's no feeling like that. You know, the adrenaline, everybody, our whole crowd going crazy. And then cap it off, it's my birthday too. Like what Coach Hart said, never going to forget this moment. Definitely the best feeling ever.
Have you had a walk-off before?
I have, yes. I had one my sophomore year of high school.
Ethan,
Yes.
what was the difference between Sweeney in the third inning and in the fourth inning?
Sweeney, he definitely made an adjustment. Whenever he was getting hit around a little bit, he left pitches up, and then they would just smack it down the 6-hole. So whenever he made the adjustment, he stayed low. His ball has natural sink to it, and he stayed low, just paying that inside corner every time. It was really incredible to watch, incredible to catch.
Anything else? Thanks, guys. Congrats. Yeah.
Thank you. Next time.
Better than I expected.
Sit up there on the broadcast.
Get out my office.
He's gonna be in when you're around. Literally next pitch.